How's it going, YouTube? Chris here, my home theater. Got a brand new video for you today. Today, we're going to answer some questions that I have seen pop up all over social media, Facebook, and stuff. Which one is better? Is there a difference between the Panasonic UB9000 and the 820? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip this camera around and we're going to look at the physical difference between these two units. And boy, they are some big differences. So let's turn this camera around. All right, guys, so what we have here is, of course, the UB9000, the flagship 4K Blu-ray player. It was in competition basically with the Oppo. Oppo bowed out and quit making players. I never owned an Oppo, but they say they were the best ones on the market. Now, the Panasonic, I know is one of the better ones on the market. I think there's a couple of other names out there, Magnetar, and then there's another one, but I cannot remember right now. But they are substantially higher priced than this one. I think the retail price on the UB9000 right now is around $10.99 or $9.99, just depending on where you find it and if it's on sale or anything. So this is a high-end player. And as you can see, it is all metal. It's got the aluminum faceplate, the brushed aluminum. I love that. You got your controls on the front. You got a USB on the front, and it has the tray. And it's just a fantastic looking unit. I think this unit also weighs about 17 pounds. So it's heavy, and it has a huge power cord. It is THX certified, and it's just a all-around wonderful unit. I've had this one nearly 2 years, if not 2 years already, and it has given me zero trouble. Now, I hated to pull it out of my rack, but I just feel like that I wanted to get this video done because there's always been a question, is it worth the money to go from this unit to this unit? Now, let's come over here and look at the 820. The 820 is it is a good unit. I've had this one for about a week now. Very first thing right out the gate, it froze up on me when I was going through the settings. I had to unplug it, and I think a couple of days ago, I was watching Endgame on disc, and it started pixelizing. I pulled the disc out. There was nothing on the disc, no smudges that I could see. And I know these things are really, these 4K discs are really temperamental with just a small smudge, but I didn't see anything. So that's two little problems that I've had so far with the 820 in about a week of owning. But as we can see the difference here, I mean, all you have is a power on and off and open and close. And I've already scratched the unit up because I have my Apple TV sitting on top of it. So that's why it looks like that. So it's easily scratched. Fingerprints, which I toted it in here. But there's no buttons on the front. I do like to, be able to close the door from the front real easy. This one's on the top shelf in my SYS 18U rack. So to get my finger up there to try to close this is a little aggravating. It's a little, it's not good. Now this one does have a tray, and it has but the whole front folds down. So, I mean, that's a difference. And then your tray is right here. But you don't have any other buttons on the front, and this does shine through the front door here. So, I mean, this unit, as you can see, is about half the size, just a little over half, about 3/4 of the size of this unit. It's actually not as tall. The width is the same. It's just standard, width of most 99% of all equipment is going to be around this width right here, but it's definitely not as deep, and it's not as tall. And to me, it don't look as good. Now, the retail price on this unit is $499, and the big question is, does it play movies the same as the UB9000? So we're gonna look at that in just a little bit. Won't be able to play moving pictures because I don't want to get copyrighted. This is going to be a pretty big video, so I definitely don't want to get copyrighted. But what we're going to do is I'm actually going to, I've got duplicate movies. We're going to put some in, and the one remote should work both units at the same time. So we're going to play, pause, and we're going to try to switch back and forth, and we're going to see if there's any difference. Now, I'm hoping there is, because this is $4.99, and I got this one a little cheaper. It was on sale on Amazon for $4.29, so I got a good deal on it. Now, I think Black Friday last year they had this unit on sale for $350, which was and I almost bought one then, but I really didn't need one. The only reason, as I stated when I bought this, or when I did the video on it, the only reason I bought this was for Dolby Vision, because the TV that I just bought in my living room has Dolby Vision. My Panasonic X800, the original, does not have Dolby Vision. I think the new X800, M2, Model 2 or whatever, it does have Dolby Vision. But that was basically the only reason I bought this, is so I could have Dolby Vision. And I do enjoy Dolby Vision, by the way. I think I like it better than the HDR. Now, with HDR, and I know I'm going off on a tangent as I do, but HDR, you can get in there and manipulate the picture of the HDR. You can control all the settings of that. The Dolby Vision is just, when Dolby Vision's on, you can't do anything to it. So there's pros and cons to both. I do like how the Dolby Vision looks over the HDR. So that's what when I bought the TV, I was looking for Dolby Vision, and then in turn I had to get a player. So that's why I ended up with both of these players. Both of these players are phenomenal units. I mean, they really are. You can't take away from the fact that they play movies beautifully. But we want to know, I want to know, and I know some of you guys want to know, and some of you may already know or have an opinion on it. Is it worth paying $600 more for this unit versus this unit? Now, as far as looks and everything, this is a winner right here. I mean, this unit is a winner. So let's go around back and look and see what the difference is in the back. Now, the UB9000, I know one of the big things that this has are the balanced outputs for 2-channel. And of course, the 820 doesn't have that. Now, I'm not real big into 2-channel music, but if I did, this would be pretty awesome to have to play those CDs and stuff with, high fidelity and stuff, better than a regular CD. But as you can see, everything on the back is gold plated. Everything. Now, the optical thing is not, and this little little USB is not, but everything else is. I mean, your balanced inputs, all of your 7.1, which we don't really use them anymore. And then this is right here would be for your 2-channel, just RCA 2-channel, which is pretty cool. But the balance was the big thing. And you got your coaxial, and then your HDMI, and then it's hard to see. I thought that might your networking thing might be gold, but it don't appear to be. But it is very beautiful in the back. The power cord for this thing is in the living room, and this is where we're gonna review these things on the living room setup on the 75-inch Hisense. But the power cord on this thing is huge. It's bigger than my finger, guys. It is a very robust power cord. Well, I always think about it as like some amplifiers have big power cords, and that's what this has, guys. I mean, they just went above and beyond on this unit here. And the remote, I got to get the remotes and bring them in here, but we're going to compare the remotes. So as you can see with the 820, it's got some of Same stuff in the back. It's got your 7-channel stuff here. I mean, I don't see us needing that today. Then you got your USB, you got your network, and you got your HDMI. You know, you video out, and you got just audio if you want to do that. And you got your optical over here. I don't see a coaxial. Interesting. I don't even know why. Well, I guess if you had an older receiver, you might could. I honestly, I don't know why you would even need the optical anymore. I mean, maybe for some of the sound or something. I don't know. Digital audio out, PCM bitstream. I mean, you know, you got your HDMI. I mean, I feel like that's the absolute best way to use your audio and your video. But some people may want to use these. They may want to use the optical. I don't know. But as you can see, none of this is gold plated. None of it. So, and guys, this unit don't weigh anything. It's probably just a couple of pounds. And but you can't take away from the fact that it does play wonderfully. So this is our comparisons of the unit. And so far, in my opinion, the UB9000, just from aesthetics, look, and what you're getting. Now, I ain't taking this thing apart and looking on the inside. I mean, I don't want to board what kind of warranty I may have or anything like that. But I ain't taking these apart. But I know I can tell you right now the insides, and I'm sure you can pull it up online. The insides of these are totally different. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, this box weighs 17 pounds versus this one weighing like 2 pounds or whatever, 3 pounds, whatever. So there's a difference. So I'm going to go get the remotes, and we're going to compare the remotes, and then I'll show you, which most of you already know if you've seen my other video, what I did with the remote for this one. So we'll be right back. All right, guys. So this is the remote for the UB9000, and it is a fantastic remote. I mean, it's got some weight to it. It has that gloss finish on it. And the big thing is it's backlit, even though it's not. Oh, got to hitting the wrong thing. That's how it backlights there. So you got everything that's on here. I actually like the layout on it. You can hold it way down here. You can get the buttons. You can move it up with your hand. It's just an all around good remote. So that remote we love. For the 820, this thing sucks. I mean, I'm sitting there trying to work it back and forth and, you know, do what I need to do. And I was steady hitting wrong buttons. I just did not like the layout of this remote. Now it works good, but I just do not like I don't like the layout. So a lot of people said you can buy remotes for it. So I went straight to Amazon and I bought this remote right here. Now, you put them side by side, and it's the same remote. Now, of course, there's differences. This is a cheaper remote. It ain't got the weight. It's almost the same. But they are exactly the same remote. It's just, you know, of course, this is an unbranded remote, and I paid $10 for it, and it works like a charm. It works like a charm. So that is a big differences, you know, when you buy this player. I mean, we're gonna chunk this remote away. We ain't gonna throw it away. That's just a figure of speech. But if you buy the UB820, obviously nobody likes the remote, and a lot of people have went and bought this $9.99 on Amazon. It only took a couple of days to get here. Pop the batteries in, and you're good to go. Now it didn't come with batteries. I had to buy batteries and put in it. I don't think it. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm right on that. I don't think it came with batteries. No, it didn't. I had to put batteries in. But still, I mean, $10, guys. You can't beat it. It's a lot better. It's a lot better than this remote. This remote sucks. So you got your remote. If they would, you know, have put a remote like this with that, it would have been better. But yeah, you're not going to get a good remote. You're going to have to buy one. I mean, you know, some people may like this remote, but the consensus that I've been hearing, I think the majority of people have went and bought a remote. So that's what I did. That's what people were saying. I was complaining about the remote. I said, oh, you can get them. You can. There they are right there. $10. So definitely a big difference in the remote. Definitely a big difference in the player itself. But you know what everybody is really concerned about is picture quality. Does the UB820 have as good a picture or the same picture as the UB9000? That's the question that we're going to answer. So I'm going to go hook these up and we're going to start doing some tests. So we will be right back. Okay guys, we are back and I've got this thing hooked up, and what I'm doing, I did a little test, and this remote, which is for the UB9000, works both players, and they do it exact same time. So the movies are sitting in there, and we're going to do boot up, how long it takes, see which one's faster. Now it's we're actually on the 820 right now. That's the one that's playing, but we can look at the front screen and see if there's anything faster. So they both going at the same time. They both are reading. Hard to see. Seems like the UB9000 kicked over a tick faster. But we're gonna see what happens. All right. It looked like the UB9000 is just a little bit faster, guys. A lot faster, 5 seconds. It took 5 seconds. That's at 7, 13, 14, 10. About 5 seconds faster, guys. That's very interesting. So we can see that. Yep. See, it's already on the menu. This one just now hit the menu. So the UB9000 is faster on boot up. So that is very interesting. I didn't quite catch that when I did my little test. So we can bounce back and forth. This is, like I say, the 820. And take it a second to Pioneer. Where are you at? There it is. Well, there it goes. Took TV a second to boot up. So, I mean, I don't know if we can tell any difference in the actual menu screen. I got my bright lights. I had to turn my lights around. There's not much lights in this house for right now, but so they might be glaring on the TV a little bit. But I don't know if you can see a difference there. So we'll bounce back to the 820. Like I say, it takes the Pioneer a minute. Oh, well, it went pretty fast that time. Oh, guys, is there any difference in this just a menu now? I'm trying to look at it, and all right, so that's the 820. Let's go back to see if it'll boot up, see if we go faster this time. Faster. I don't know. I think the menu looks the same. Back one more time. I know we're just looking at menus, but still, that should give some kind of indication of how it looks. We'll go back to the other one. UB9000. I don't know, guys. It's hard to tell. Well, I'm going to hit play, and then I really can't show what's on the TV right now. We're going to see. Let's see. We can watch and see which one plays faster. So we're going to hit play. Extended version. Should be doing the exact same thing on both of them. There we go. Let's see which one hits play first. They look like they're doing identical now. Same exact thing. The times on the front are exactly the same. They're 10 seconds, 11, 12. Yeah, they're the same right now. So the boot up time from putting the disc in, the UB9000 is a little bit faster. Yep, the movies. Yep, the movies as from the menu to start to play, they're identical. But putting in a disc, let's see, yep, they're identical with this. But putting in a disc and booting it up, it's identical. It's identical, guys. So we're gonna try to. We're not going to show you what's on the screen, but we are definitely want to try to find a good picture to look at, and I know what I'm looking for. Let me see if we can find this. We can go pop up menu, and we can go chapters. Let's see, find it. Yeah, right here. This should give us a very good. All right, let's pause it right there. All right, let the so I love this scene right here. It's not a very good still picture though, but that is the that's the UB9000 actually. That's the UB9000. So, but she's kind of moving a little bit, so it's not the clearest picture up there. So let's go to the 820. Let's see if we can tell any difference. Oh, she's got her eyes closed. So there is a slight difference in the one frame, because look at this. 130/47, 130/47, and her eyes are closed. So a little bit of difference. I wanted to try to get the exact picture of there. So let's move on and see if we can't find a. I love this scene right here, guys. I know you know what scene it is. It sounds amazing. So now we're looking at the 820. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let's look at the foliage here. So, I don't know, guys. It's hard to tell. It really is, especially freeze framing, because you're not going to get what the best thing is. Because of having to freeze frame it. To me, it just don't look as good. But I don't know. As far as how it looks, I mean, guys, it looks pretty doggone close. It really does. So let's put the camera down so we can't see. Freeze frame that. All right. Now this is the UB9000 right here. Like I say, hard to do stuff like this to try to see what's what. But I mean, it's got a lot of good detail. So let's bounce back to the 820. This is the 820. Honestly, guys, can y'all tell the difference? That's the 820. That's the UB820. That's the UB9000. Both in Dolby Vision, so nothing's been modified. I'm actually using the exact same type of HDMI cable, so the cables are not going to be a difference. Let's go back to the 820 again. I don't know. Is there any difference? Honestly, guys, I cannot tell. Cannot tell. I want to say that this one's better, and this is the UB9000, but very hard to figure out. Now, there was some kind of let's see here, status. Dolby Vision. There was something I pulled up on here, and it was showing nits and all kind of stuff on here. Yeah, right there. So I accidentally hit this one day, and it was actually showing some information there, so which I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool that you could do that, and that says HDR metadata. But anyway, so let's carry on. See if I can find another frame that would look good. I wish we could just watch it play. Say this is the UB9000 I'm playing now. Probably I could have done this in the theater. It had a lot bigger picture out there, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's a beautiful woman right there. I'm just saying. I mean, she's very beautiful. She is a tremendous actress. She is a tremendous director. I mean, she got it honestly from her dad. But she is gorgeous. And that ain't why I like this scene. It's just the scene itself is amazing. I always thought the quality of the image looked good. The sound quality in my theater is absolutely amazing. When that thing's is coming up here, start making them clicks and noise, it goes all around every speaker. It is just a incredible demo scene. But we're looking at picture quality. All right, so that's the UB9000. Now let's go back to the 820. Is there a difference? I honestly, and I figured that would be the case. I mean, you would have to, I think it would be a lot of, I think it would take some kind of measurements or something other than just looks to be able to tell if there's a difference. I still like the UB9000, but the 820 is pretty darn good for the price, to be honest with you. The UB9000 has a little bit of faster startup time initially when you put the disc in, but as far as the playback goes, it's honestly it's hard to tell, and we figured that would be the case. Let this dinosaur get in frame. It's always blurred. All right, so that's a little better. So that's the CG dinosaur next to her, and she's actually blurred because the focus is on that. So I get that. Like I say, it's really hard to tell, but we're trying. We're definitely trying. So that is the UB9000. Does it look better, guys? When it just seems like when I go from one to the other, something is different. I don't know. I mean, I can't put my finger on it. That's the UB9000. And that's the 820. I don't know, guys. It's really hard to tell. I will try to find another movie. But of course, I'm using the Jurassic World set. Yeah, it came with a stupid dent in the top of it, and I also have that set that came with this double dipped. I wanted the steel books, but I already had that, so we're gonna see if we can find something else, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back again, and we're going to be looking at Twilight. This is part of the steelbook collection that has them all. They only brought the first one out on 4K, and I had it for a while, and then I bought them on iTunes on 4K, and then they come out with the disc, which I knew, the set, which I knew was going to happen. I mean, this set is beautiful. Look at that. Every disc is like that. Every jacket, cover, case. So, all right, so we're gonna hit the button again. We're gonna test it again. Hit both. Now, this one's faster going in and coming out. So when I've hit the button, this one actually gets in faster, but this one boots up faster. The disc comes out faster on this one than on UB9000, but UB9000 can read it faster. That makes sense. Which actually this one's faster this time. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, this one. Okay. That's weird, guys. So in one instance, this one was faster. In the other instance, this one's faster. Wait a minute, this one ain't playing. Okay, let me check something fast. Let me go to UB9000 and see what the deal is. Oh, that's why. Resume. No. That's what the deal was. That's why that's why everything done weird. All right, so I'm gonna take it a minute to get everything to the same thing before we can test them. I can show you this. I won't copyright it for this. It's just a Lionsgate logo, which is the UB9000. It looks pretty good, by the way. It looks pretty good. All right, so now sorry about that. Taking a minute. I could have not done all this, but I think it's good to kind of show what's what and how it works. So, all right, that's the UB9000. Very bright. This 820. Very bright. So we're gonna start this, and let's see if I can find some scenes on here. That's yeah. Let's look at this thing. All right, pause. No. Now, grant you, this is an older movie, so it's gonna be different. Not a very good scene here. It's thought that movie looked better than this. So let's go to the UB9000. Like I say, there's a lot of grain in that. Let's look at the UB9000. Same thing. Same thing. A lot of grain in the picture there. I thought it was better than that. I guess it depends on the scene. But anyway, guys, we're gonna try to fast forward. Should be fast forwarding both of them. Try to get to maybe an outside scene or something. It'll look better. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I honestly, there's things about one that's good, maybe a little better than the other one. But as far as playback and stuff like that, guys, I honestly I don't know. I don't know. Can maybe try to find something. Yeah, guys, thought it would be maybe a slight difference, but honestly. All right, this is the UB9000, and I've done some skips and stuff, so I don't know if it's going to be on the same thing. We're just to see. That's the UB9000. You can see her strands of hair, even though the picture is not the best on this movie. Let's see if it's in the same place. Not exactly the same place. Didn't think so. But, guys, I think the consensus is they both are very good units. And honestly, I think you'll be just as happy with the 820 as you would the UB9000. You know, I prefer the 9000. I feel like it's better and maybe in some aspects, but if all you care about is just playback. And to me, I can't really see a difference. It seems like there's something different when you go to the 9000, but then again, it just may be me thinking that it's better. You know, does that make sense? So honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely, I think they both are good players. And unless you just have the funds to buy this, and I did, and that's why I bought it, because you know, I was under the impression this is the best player on the market, and that's why I bought it. I have no regrets. I love it, but I also have the 820, and I think it's a good player. I love it. I have no regrets. So honestly, guys, uh, honestly, are you getting more for your money for this player? In some instances, yes. But again, my conclusion is I think the picture quality is just as good on both players. Like I say, I feel like when I go back to the 9000, I think it's slightly better, but you can't really tell. You can't really tell. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something a little bit different, but I wanted to, you know, try to do this because I'm telling you, it's been a question for a long time. Hey, is the UB9000 worth it? Like I say, if you got the money, buy it. I mean, if you don't want to spend that money, you're gonna be just as happy with the 820. You really are. You really are. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will definitely be doing some more, and I will keep you updated if I have any more issues with this player. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it froze up when I was trying to set it up, and I had to unplug it. And when I was watching in game, I was getting artifacts, pulled the disc out, no problems on the disc. I didn't put it back in. I just got frustrated and took it out and put something else in. So hopefully no more issues, but I will definitely keep you updated, guys. So guys, I hope y'all have a good day, and we will catch you again real soon in another video.